The year is 1993. Bill Nye takes up the mantle of the science guy. Rocco's Modern Life, Animaniacs, and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers hit the airwaves across television. Dinosaurs walk the earth again in Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. And somewhere out in the great wide world, a young boy is about to experience the world of Shining Force for the very first time.
Babe, you've been lying on the floor for like a month now? I thought you were feeling better after the Stranger Paradise video and you were gonna want to make another video?
I was. I mean, I do. I mean...
Okay, you can feel what you're feeling, but you still have to do a video for the month. I'm going to go play with the cat. You let me know if you need any help. Yeah? Okay.
June is my birthday month. And even though I may look exhausted all the time, that's apparently what it means once you hit 30. The days get longer, the nights get shorter, and my stomach makes it impossible to meal prep. So milk makes me feel bloated and gassy. Gluten's not so good either right now. Sugar gives me massive heartburn. Some fruits and vegetables just make my skin tingly. That's weird. So I guess that just leaves me with... So as I sit here full of birthday cake and existential dread, I think to myself, will I be as loved in my 30s as the topic of today's video?
If he's being mean to himself in there, I swear to God.
So Shining Force is a game on the Genesis that was developed by the teams at Sonic Software Planning and Climax Entertainment, helmed by directors Yasuhiro Taguchi and Kenji Arimo, and produced by Hiroyuki Takahashi. Sequel to the 1991 dungeon crawler Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force would go on to achieve cult classic status, and be ranked as one of the best Genesis games of all time. Spawned several sequels, re-releases, and even saw a remake on the GBA, Resurrection of the Dark Dragon, which expanded on the original story to include 3 new scenarios and some additional playable characters, as well as increasing the overall difficulty. As of this video, I've only played through Shining Force 1, but that was enough to get me interested. I wanted to know more. It was hungry for my attention. Genesis really does what Nintendo don't. So Sonic Software Planning would eventually drop Sega, while still agreeing to keep the Shining series exclusive to their consoles, but by the time Shining Force 3 was released, they had already rebranded to Camelot Software Planning, otherwise known as Please for the Love of God Make Me Another Golden Sun game. With Sega focusing all their resources on the upcoming Dreamcast, the final Shining Force 3 scenario was in jeopardy, leaving Camelot to make the decision to dump their ass. And then, Nintendo entered the picture. Todd Howard, baby! Let's put Skyrim on the Tolkien Walker next! This partnership would help create some titles that were beloved by gamers of all ages, including Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario Power Tennis, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, New Play Controls Mario Power Tennis, Mario Golf World Tour, Mario Sports Superstars. I'm sensing a trend. And also a little unknown JRPG series that just so happens to be near and dear to my heart, Golden Sun. I picked up Golden Sun back in 2001 when it first came out, and I played the ever-loving shit out of the game. At the time, I had no idea what a Shining Force was. I thought it was just some knockoff Golden Sun. Then in June of 2020, I was browsing Twitch one morning and came across Bowie the Hero's speedrun of Shining Force 1 as part of Camelot Month. And I was absolutely blown away with how good a game could look on the Sega Genesis. It made Shrek Extra Large look like absolute garbage by comparison, and that game was on more advanced hardware. Well, okay, maybe not that much more advanced. And just look at this case, I mean, come on. The box art, the durable material, there is nothing better to me than a good Genesis game case. They just don't make them like they used to anymore. Oh, wait, there's no manual. Slap in the cartridge, turn on the Genesis, and enjoy the best opening for a game of its time. You play as Max, a knight of Guardiana who suffers from amnesia. They fill the role of the silent protagonist, which is a trend Camelot really seems to like. You're tasked by the king to set out and stop a man by the name of Cain and the hordes of Runefaust from opening the Shining Path and allowing Dark Dragon to be resurrected. Not the Dark Dragon, just Dark Dragon. As you go, the caravan coalesces and you collect a cavalcade of colorful and curious creatures, like a knight who can use magic because they studied at a wizarding school, or a magical tentacle monster that hatches from an egg. Then there's my personal favorite, Armadillo in a mech suit. Combat is conducted on different battle maps, including a standard overworld, a circus, a ship deck, and several dark dungeons. Some of these maps even contain hidden items and characters. As previously stated, each unit brings something different to the table in terms of their ability. Certain casters, like Henri and Domingo, have access to some of the strongest elemental magics in the game, while melee units like Max, Gort, and Gunts can soak damage and deal it back out with massive numbers. Eventually, the Shining Force managed to defeat Cain and his army, learning that Cain is actually Max's brother and is under the control of something darker, Dark Soul. At the story's climax, Max and the Shining Force face off against Dark Soul and his armies. Dark Soul succeeds in reviving Dark Dragon at the cost of their own life, leading to a climactic battle that shakes the very foundations of the world. Max is able to seal them away again at the cost of being trapped in the collapsing dungeon and sacrificing his life to save the Shining Force. Oh, and Adam stays with you for some reason.
Oh, right, we didn't talk about Adam. He's a sort of robot construct guardian thing who's bound to Max by destiny. He has a laser though, so that's pretty cool. Yes, I know it seems like I'm skipping over a bit, but just the game is that good. It even managed to keep my attention better than most modern JRPGs, and that's really saying something. Except you, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Ricky, lead you to battle!
Max is lucky to have friends to hang out with like he does. Always there to lift you up when you're sad and lend a hand when things get tough. Maybe I should have let them help.
I got your text. He's still beating himself up?
I think so. You know what? Let me go check.
Maybe I should just shut up. I don't know if anyone is even listening to this or, hell, cares about what I make at this point. I should just call it quits and delete all the footage.
Oh no. It's worse than I thought.
Well, I guess I really ought to push through the rest of this chaos and finish out the review. Where were we again?
Oh, while I'm not great at SRPGs, there was something about Shining Force that just clicked for me in all the right ways. It could be the fact that every character has their own base class and promotion class, because we all know that I'm a sucker for good classes in an RPG.
But when your character gets promoted, this isn't like a 9-to-5 promotion. Oh no. You have to pay money to earn this promotion, and it starts you back at the base level, with all of your stats reduced. But when you level up, you actually get stronger than you were the first time, so it balances out in the end.
If Max is ever defeated, or you cast Egress to escape battle, it's not the end of the world. You start at the nearest town and can jump right back into the battle again with all your experience, items, and levels retained, meaning you can just grind all the levels.
I don't think there was really anything I disliked about the game. The gameplay was smooth and stable, the story was absolutely phenomenal, the soundtrack was fantastic for a Genesis game, even if it did sound as screechy as my cat sometimes. I didn't even break the game once, which is rare for me.
I did it again! I can count. 35 IV male Gardevoir with high Dynamax boost and surprise. Ah! The boat is gone! The boat is gone! Why am I free floating? If there was one thing I could say that was a dislike, it was casting magic, but it's for a very specific reason. Magic makes the screen flash a ton, and it just hurt my eyes after a while. But that's literally the only thing I didn't like.
Are you sure he's even gonna let us help? He seemed pretty dead set with doing this himself.
Hello? Oh, hey Steven, what's up? Yeah, I'm actually just finishing up the video here as we speak. After that, no, I'm good. I don't need any help at the moment. I'm just gonna write the next script and then, yeah, get started on that. No, man, no, I'm sure I'm good. Chaos and I are doing just fine. Uh-huh. Okay.
Hold on. Did he actually say chaos?
I mean, maybe. I just thought he was referring to Soba or something. Oh.
I was super scared to have my first experience with Shining Force on stream. What if it didn't live up to the hype? What if I didn't like it and a ravenous group of fanboys came and just told me how wrong I was? And then suddenly I was deep into Chapter 3, sneakily grinding away playing Dungeons & Dragons. I actually found myself trying to play this game outside of streaming, simply because I was having too much fun.
The game absolutely deserves a remake, or at least a remaster. Oh, no.
Do yourself a favor and try this game out. Shining Force is currently available on the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack service, iOS, Steam, and the Wii U Virtual Console, although you are probably already out of luck there, unless you have some spare credits lying around in your wallet Ouija.
It's getting kind of warm in here, I feel like. You know, maybe it wasn't the best idea to do 2 big videos like this right in a row with no breaks in between all by myself. Is this what burnout feels like? I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm napping right here. Oh God, that didn't feel great. Oh, so what's this? Am I dead? I have too much dairy again?
No, my child. You have reached the shining path.
Dad? Is that you?
What? No, idiot. It's me, the personification of Camelot Software Planning.
Oh, so I am dead.
Dude, no, we're not dead. Listen to me. Look, you have got to stop pushing yourself, letting chaos control your life.
But it's so much easier if I do it that way. Why should I make my friends do the work that I can just handle on my own and bury down until it gets easier?
Did Max take on the Dark Dragon by himself?
No.
Did Isaac face down Satiros and Menardi alone?
No!
Now go forth, finish the video, and face down your chaos with your friends at your side.
I will, disembodied voice of Camelot Software Planning.
And stop eating so much dairy. You know it's bad for you.
Ooh. Oh, the disembodied voice of Camelot was right. I don't have to face chaos on my own. I've got friends! Lizzie, I'm so glad to see you. And Steven, hi! Look, guys, I'm sorry for how I acted earlier. I should not have denied your help. I can't finish this video without you. Will you help me?
And so, gathering his companions, Colin, Lizzie, and Steven set out to fight chaos. The journey was arduous and fraught with many trials and tribulations, but at the end of it all, the battle was, well, I mean, it went about as well as you'd honestly expect. They are a bunch of nerds who have probably never been to a gym in their life, and you know what, let's just cut it here, roll the footage.
That didn't go as expected.
We're not very good at fighting, are we?
Oh, no.
No, we're not.
No.
Do you want lunch? Do we want lunch?
Yeah.
Lunch sounds good.
Come
Lunch
on.
is great.
Come on, let's go get lunch.